The narrative begins in Fairfax, Oklahoma, 1925, amidst the Osage Reign of Terror, where sudden, massive oil wealth has led to the systematic murder of Osage citizens for their headrights. The setting is introduced as the epicenter of sudden wealth and deadly greed. The focus shifts to James W. Onyx Miller, a successful black farmer whose ancestral history links him to the unrecognized sovereign Onyx King territory, land that now sits atop crucial oil reserves. Miller is aware of the rising murder count and the official cover-ups, seeing the oil boom as a sickness. Miller's dilemma is laid out. He possesses historically verified deeds to his ancestral territory. Filing them would validate his Onyx King sovereignty, but also make him the most valuable and targeted man in the territory, jeopardizing his life and legacy. The antagonist is introduced, Arthur L. Strout, a seemingly respectable white legal guardian who secretly orchestrates the Osage murders, or the Black Gold Killers, to inherit their wealth. Strout dismisses Miller's claim as a historical curiosity, but grows concerned when Miller starts investigating the old deeds. Strout plans to eliminate Miller and his claim using a distraction, a spectacular event tied to the oil boom. Miller consults with Washiman, an Osage elder and lawyer. They confirm the danger. Filing the deeds is a death sentence, as it threatens millions in oil profits. Miller refuses to be a passive victim. He devises a desperate, high-stakes plan. He will trade his sovereignty, the ancient, valuable claim of the Onyx King territory, for federal justice. He will leverage the land to force the federal government to prosecute Strout and the Black Gold Killers, ensuring the rule of law is enforced, which no amount of money could otherwise buy. He views this as the ultimate act of self-preservation and justice for both his own community and the Osage Nation. The story concludes this section as Miller prepares to initiate this perilous negotiation with the very forces trying to destroy him. Miller's gambit succeeds in drawing the attention of the Bureau of Investigation, the precursor to the FBI, and specifically a young, unconventional agent named Thomas Work, who's unofficially tasked with solving the Osage murders. Miller's initial attempts to fire his deeds are blocked, but the sheer value of the land forces Strout and his Confederates to approach Miller for a secret deal, fearing their oil contracts will be invalidated by the claim. In a tense clandestine meeting, Miller presents his demand: the complete surrender and guaranteed conviction of Arthur L. Strout and his accomplices, in exchange for Miller permanently withdrawing the Onyx King land claim. He frames the deal as a necessary sacrifice of his ancestral legacy to establish a future where the rule of law applies equally to all races, even at the cost of his own sovereignty. Strout initially mocks Miller, then attempts to have him assassinated. However, Agent Rourke, guided by cryptic evidence provided by the Osage elder Washiman, anticipates the attack and intervenes. Rourke realizes Miller's claim is the key to unlocking the truth. The killers are protected by the legal system itself, the corrupt guardianship network, and disrupting the massive oil contracts is the only leverage strong enough to break the conspiracy. A climactic standoff occurs during a lavish oil boom celebration, the distraction Strout had planned, where Strout is about to execute the final steps of inheriting the last Osage headright. Miller, using his deep local knowledge, exposes Strout's network of corruption and murder, presenting evidence he compiled while waiting for the perfect moment. The confrontation forces Rourke to move. The resulting evidence, aided by Miller's sacrifice, leads to the dramatic arrest of Strout and dozens of his accomplices. In the aftermath, the Onyx King claim is quietly and permanently withdrawn by Miller as per their agreement. He sacrifices his historical royal sovereignty to secure the precedent of justice. Strout and the Black Gold Killers are successfully prosecuted in a sensational trial. While many murderers receive long sentences, the trials expose the pervasive racism and corruption in the federal guardianship system. The final scene, Years later, Miller is back on his farm, not as a king, but as a respected farmer and community leader. His daughter Lizzie uses her education to fight for better legal rights for the Osage and the black community. The Osage Nation begins the slow, arduous process of reclaiming their autonomy. Miller's legacy is not a crown, but the foundation of justice he forcibly purchased with the surrender of his ancestral claim, proving that while money could buy land, it could not buy escape from the true price of the king's bargain, the enforced rule of law.